So today is arms, and I have a oh man, I fucking just cut that dude off. I feel bad. Very strong suspicion that it's going to be a very good arm day. Now, you might be wondering why. That's because I have, let's just say, a good frame of mind going into this lift. And what I mean by that is on the right before I started to head out, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I see that one Cedric clip. I can't remember his last name, bodybuilder, and he talks about bodybuilding. He goes, bodybuilding is the most superficial sport in the world, and a lot of people do it for superficial reasons, but sometimes people do it for the right reasons. And it got me thinking, like, why do I do this stuff? Why am I videoing? Why am I 4 years into 3 years, almost 4 years into lifting? And it made me realize that I'm doing this because I'm good at it. And I'm doing this because I like it. I like being fit. I like moving weight. I like feeling the pump, as Arnold would say, I enjoy it. Back when I was a kid, I played a lot of sports. I played baseball, I played football, but I wasn't very good at them. And I play a little guitar, and I'm pretty good at it, but it took me way longer to get good at that than it took me to get good at this. So maybe, just maybe, this is something I was meant to do. Maybe. I'm good at a lot of things, but so far this is the thing I don't know. I might be a little bit better at flying than I am better at this, but it's kind of a toss-up. That's actually something I'm curious about now that I think about it. I wonder, what is my average in the gym versus my average in the plane? Because I have a logbook of my time in the plane. I got tons of hours. Not enough to go airlines yet, but tons of hours. But I've been doing them almost at the same amount of time, really. I mean, I was flying a year before I started lifting, I think, roughly. Now, that's actually a good question. But, excuse me, I'm down in the pre right now. But yeah, I'm I'm feeling extra for forearms today, just because I'm coming into it with a good frame of mind, and that doesn't mean you can't have a good workout without it. But let's just call it a multiplier. It'll definitely multiply how good your lift is. And look at there. I got my favorite spot in the parking lot. That it's gonna be a good lift. Oh boy. Let's do this so my tires don't scrape my plastics up there. But anyways, let's go hit some arms. I'm thinking tricep off rip today. Alright, first working set. Kind of a moderate weight, not like crazy heavy, but definitely not light. So yeah, definitely the pump cover's definitely coming up. I am already burning up, so let's take that off. We can go on to the other set. Alright, second set. Now, I might not be on fire while I'm trying to lift, which it's okay to be a little warm, but yeah, definitely was quite warm on that one though. So here, if I can find something good to listen to. Come on. I'm not trying to listen to the Bad Castle. This thing came from Bosnia, son. Triceps are already feeling like they're full of blood. I was not lying about today's lift. But it also is important to come in with a positive attitude, I guess. Maybe that's it. Anyways, we'll do one more set and call it for this movement. Alright, third set. Probably gonna make this one a drop set of some kind. Let's find some good tunes. Actually, no. Gotta go to the TikTok edits. Let's roll the hut where the peak is. Come on. Down to 100 and just get some real slow squeezing. Motherfucking damn. That was a good one. We'll go on to like one more tricep movement with the blood. Or some weighted dips. And then we'll go on to bicep. Alright. Probably just do 2 sets of weighted dips. Gonna probably do a drop set, weighted to non-weighted. Not yet. Triceps are destroyed already, and I still got like 2 movements after this one. Yeah. Feeling pretty good though. I might go down to just a 25 on the belt next time. We'll see. Alright, second set. Same as the first one. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to drop set it. And then we'll go on to something else. Find a good TikTok edit. Let's see here. Come on. Okay. You might have to go to the anime gym edits. Not just the repost. Because the repost ain't hitting. God, brother. That was a battle right there. But anyways, let's go on and do some dumbbell curls, and we'll do like one other bicep movement. After that, a tricep and like 2 more biceps. We'll call it. I actually got to do some forearms. All right, so we got some dumbbell bicep curls into the 45s, which is like fairly heavy weight. Not gonna lie, for me right now. I definitely haven't done the 45s in a minute. It's usually the 40s. So. Let me go. That set was definitely a battle. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do one more of these. Then go on to like some free weight preacher curls. Alright, second set. Let's get some tunes going. All in the family. This is the only, well, I guess preacher curls too, that I really use straps on. I didn't wait long enough. My arms are still. I don't call that good for dumbbells though. Like a straight bar and then maybe some cable afterwards.
Sorry if I'm in your video. I'll try not to.
Bro, I don't care. I don't care if you're in my video, man. Another day. The water fountains aren't fixed at this goddamn gym. I'm so fucking thirsty right now. I might run out to my truck and get a bottle of water. But the place where I do the barbell preacher is taking up right now, so I'm gonna do the machine instead. You know, I could ask to work in, but I'm trying to be respectful. Let's get so back to the TikTok edits. I don't know what it is, but music just ain't hitting today. Yeah, 85 will be fine if we do. We just did single arms, so I guess I'll do both arms. Yeah, today's arm pump is freaky. This is the best arm pump I've had in probably 2 weeks. Alright, so second set, I'll do same weight, probably not a drop set this time though, and then I guess we'll go do some maybe overhead rope push up, or like this with the rope. I can't remember the name of them at the moment, but let's get into this set. Oh my god. That was probably the single most mentally challenging set I've ever done. Oh my god. My arm feels weird to do that. Alright, so cables are still picking up over there. I'm kind of here at rush hour right now, so we'll improvise with this. And let's see what's gonna hit right now. Probably still the TikTok videos. Why are my feet hot? I should probably put this on more of an incline so that I can do the close grip presses at the end, like Lee Priest talked about. But I guess I'll do that. Alright, second set. I'm gonna do the little Lee Priest presses right there at the end. Jesus. Absolutely destroyed. Still got some more biceps though after this. triceps are done. Jesus Christ. They are pumped. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm gonna do for biceps next though. Maybe still kind of busy over there. Maybe I'll just stand up and do some barbell. Or maybe I'll stay right here and do some of the incline curls or something. I don't know. But we shall definitely figure it out. Alright, we're gonna do some incline curls. I also realized that on the camera, my arms look like a piece of white bread. So I'm gonna have to get tan, bro. Yeah. This is probably the craziest I've looked on an arm day in forever. I'm so fucking thirsty though. I wish the water pumps or water fountains worked. Alright, second set. I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. Maybe I'll just say fucking and go to the Vet Preacher machine, even though it's surrounded with people right now. They aren't using it, it's just surrounded. Listen to some. I don't know. Figure it out. Oh my goodness. Come on. Okay, yeah. Move on to something else. Look what these weights up.
I didn't know it was an altitude thing. It makes sense with clothes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can figure it out. I gotta wipe this down too. Always clean up after yourself, please. Alright, we're gonna do one set of these, but it's gonna be a crazy drop set. These aren't really hitting, but I guess I'm gonna do them for a little bit of stimulus, then go on to form. Okay, those hit. those definitely hit. Jesus Christ. My bicep is destroyed. I do some forearm and then we'll call it quits. We'll do a little bit of forearm and GoPro's down. These are pretty simple. Just I'll drop the dumbbell. My vascularity's been coming back. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, that's enough. Well, I'm definitely pumped. I've been using the straps less and less, so I get a little bit of pump from the actual workout itself. So let's go push down. Get the mic going. Oh my god. I can feel my pulse on this vein on the side of my bicep. That is pretty freaky. But take that back to the eye. All right, let's go do some cardio.